guys, today is Friday the 13th. I just left my ultrasound appointment because today is day 11 of my cycle. So the sad thing is I don't even know how many mature follicles I have. So it is my left ovary, but I don't even know how many follicles I have. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for me and my anxiety, because I'm just like, I want to know, but then it's just like, okay, it doesn't matter because it's up to God anyway. So I'm actually heading to the pharmacy now. They need to call in my prescription for my Avidril. That has been a headache in itself. So I'm heading over to that pharmacy now. I will take the Avidril shot tonight. We just did my ovulation test at the doctor's office, and he was like, you either already ovulated or you haven't yet. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I have, because I'm about to be TMI. But every time I ovulate, my discharge is excessive. Clear mucus discharge, well, not even mucusy, but it's just clear discharge, like I always have it. I haven't gotten that yet, so I'm like, yeah, no, I haven't ovulated yet. Like, I'm not scheduled to ovulate until Monday, with my peak day being Monday, ovulating on Tuesday. So I'm like, yeah, no, it hasn't happened. We haven't missed it, because I would have known that. My mood is starting to change. Like, when I'm ovulating, I get extra grumpy. So I have noticed that today, where I'm just like really like short and like, yeah, nah, y'all not doing what I need you to do. So I'm like, it's coming, because it's about that time. But I'm like, yeah, it hasn't happened. I have not ovulated this early since I have been checking. But it's just like the one time that I would really need to do my ovulation test, I forget. So he was just saying that because he's like, well, there's no need to even get the Avidril if you're surging now. But he was like, just take it tonight and come in on Sunday. So Sunday, October 15th, is the day that I will have my second IUI. Long story short, right? Well, it's not really short. Long story long. So that's what I was trying to get to in all of this. The Filmora, I didn't have any negative side effects. I didn't feel any hot flashes. My mood really didn't change for the worse. If anything, it made me snap out of my PMS and PMDD earlier than I normally would have, where I was just like, even though I still felt the sadness and the depression after the miscarriage, like, that's still there. Like, I think about it every single day. Like, I don't know if there will ever be a time in my life where I don't think back to it. Maybe like once I'm old and wrinkled. But, you know, so once I started taking that Filmora, it was kind of like pop. Like, I just started feeling more closer to myself than I have in these past 2 months. I wrote my first blog post. Only wrote one for that week when I should have been writing 2. But it's like baby steps to me getting back to myself. I wish I could just snap and be completely back to myself before starting this process over, because I really don't want to have that stress or strain or anything. Like, I got so stressed out this week because I started thinking about my body rejecting another baby or another pregnancy, and it's like so stressed. My hip felt dislocated. I kept pulling. Every time I would like stretch my body, I would pull those muscles, and it would be like so tight, and I'm just like, I need to relax because this is not going to work. And it's like, my mom's like, well, I thought you were fine. I'm like, yeah, I was fine to the point, but I'm like, we're about to I'm about to do this again. So I'm like, of course it's going to be a little extra now, because it's like, oh my goodness, I'm about to try this again. So then you start to have all those worries. But I've just continued to pray and be grateful and thankful that I'm able to do this all over again. And I really pray that this is it. Like, this is the time where it's going to work and the pregnancy is going to stick, and I'm going to have at least one healthy baby. It was what I did see from the ultrasound. It was 2 pictures. They were nice and big. I don't know if both pictures was the same one at a different angle, or if it was 2 different ones. If it was 2 different ones, then we're good to go. But yeah, I didn't remember. So yeah, I'm going to head to the pharmacy now. I will record myself giving myself this shot. And yeah, I'll see you then. Hey guys, so it's 9:13 p.m. on October 13th. I'm going to go ahead and give myself the trigger shot, the epidural, to get ready for my IUI on Sunday. A little bit nervous about sticking myself with a needle, but here we go. Alright, so here it goes. Nice and small enough. Oh my goodness. This looks like it is going to... Oh, this looks like it's going to hurt. Okay. Lord Jesus. Give me the strength. It's like, I don't even want to look at it, but I got to do it myself. Okay. Oh. Okay. That wasn't bad at all. I feel like a big baby because I made this big old fuss about it and it literally doesn't even hurt. So they need to use needles like this for every shot that we have to get. Okay, I do feel a little bit of burning right now. Did hear about that. I wasn't expecting it to burn, but it's done. It's over with. Now we wait until Sunday. So I'm still going to take my ovulation test tomorrow just to see what my body is doing. Because if I'm going in on Sunday, then that means tomorrow my ovulation kit should say that I'm at a peak. So it really is burning, but I will see you tomorrow after we take my ovulation test. And like I said, hopefully we get a peak because we're going in on Sunday. If I don't get a peak, then I'm going to be like, why did I spend $100 on this? And I'm not sure if I want to go on Sunday because that means we're not ovulating. So we'll see. All right. Good night. Hey guys, it is Sunday, October 15th. Just left church, went to the 7:30 service. That way I knew I would be there in time for 12, and I had already decided 2 weeks ago that I wanted to start going to the 7:30 service just because the 10:30 service lasts for like 3 hours, and I knew the 7:30 service wouldn't last that long because Bible study is, not Bible study, Sunday school is at 9:30. So it is currently 9:29. I'm going to go home. So after I showed you my ovulation test last night, I went and did some fertility yoga so that I could, one, relax my body, and two, get the blood flowing in the uterus area. I ordered some things off of Amazon to help eliminate or decrease the chances of miscarriage, to increase the chances of implantation. So I ordered some Brazil nuts and some L-arginine or arginine vitamins, and I have been taking prenatal. I got different prenatal vitamins last night. I went to GNC and got theirs with the DHA in it. The ones that I was getting, the fish smell was getting too strong for me, and I'm not been too strong for me already, then I can only imagine. So I got the ones from GNC. They were on sale for $8.99 because they expire in January. So if you get them close to their expiration date, while they're still good, they're normally marked down. When I went in there over the summer, they were actually marked down to $4.99. So I was hoping that, you know, I would still be lucky enough to find some for $4.99. That way I can get multiples. But they didn't. The cheapest one was $8.99. The only thing about the GNC prenatal vitamins with DHA is they're horse pills, same size as the one pill that I was taking before, and now I have to take 3. So, yeah. So we'll see how that works with me taking these prenatal vitamins. I haven't had any side effects or any, I don't know, negative reactions towards them. I am still taking my yam root vitamins that I've been taking since March maybe, to help with follicle stimulation. And I got my pineapple again to help with implantation. And what else did I get? Of course I got oatmeal because I eat oatmeal. Some spinach, and I do have kale. And I think that's it. They had also, when I read on it, suggested zinc. I wasn't able to find zinc. I don't even think I looked for zinc on Amazon. When I went to GNC, I looked, and when I went to Walmart, I looked, and they didn't have it there. There is zinc already in the prenatal vitamin, but they had suggested 50 milligrams, and there's only, I think, 15 in the prenatal vitamins. So I hope just with me taking it, you know, taking prenatal vitamins this whole time, that I have enough zinc to help. Because I really, of course, no one wants to, but I really want this to work for the babies to stick and to stay in my uterus, and to not miscarry again. Like, I know my doctor will be there to help me, but I don't know emotionally and mentally if I could really go through that again and so soon. Hopefully this is God's will and God's plan and God's timing, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be a successful pregnancy this time. And I feel like physically I'm more relaxed, even though mentally and emotionally I'm not, if that makes sense to you. Because I went through that in August, so it's kind of like whatever happens, but still, you still have that stress of miscarrying because it's happened, which is why I went and got all these extra things to help with implantation. So these next 2 weeks are going to be something, especially with me working and having students. Like last time I went to work, but I didn't have students. I was there like literally just putting up bulletin boards and stuff. So yeah, these next 2 weeks are going to be a test. And I'm taking off Monday and Tuesday, so tomorrow and Tuesday I'll be off to relax and continue to elevate my uterus and get that blood flowing, and, you know, while the fertilized egg moves down the fallopian tube those days, so that we can, you know, have some better chances at success. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to take it easy as much as possible these next 2 weeks of work. At least I only have 3 days this week, and then next week we have testing 2 of the days, so that changes the schedule. Cheerleading is pretty much over. I'm just there on Fridays, and yeah, hopefully it'll be better. So I'll talk to you guys on my way to the Fertility Institute. Like I said, I'm going to go home and do some more yoga, get the blood flowing, get a little bit more relaxed, so that I still feel tense in my stomach. So I'm going to do some more yoga and get that blood flowing and relax my body a little bit more. Who are you? And what are you going for? tell her that I'm on my way.
You done?
It's 11:38.
Oh.
Hey guys, so we just finished up. It is now 1:10 p.m. The coolest thing happened. So of course, remember that I have like that 90-degree angle in my pelvis. I mean, in my cervix. So remember that I have that 90-degree angle in my cervix. So I made sure that I told him that, like, as soon as I started walking into the room, I told the doctor that, well, pretty much I was like, did they, meaning the old clinic, have it in my notes about my cervix, because with my last IUI, they did not put it in the notes. So when they were getting ready to do it, it was kind of like, yeah, let's bring the doctor in. So I told my doctor that this time. So it took a really long time to get it. I was in so much pain because he had to use special tools and equipment that, oh my gosh, like it hurt so bad. Still can't do it. So then I had to drink 16 ounces of water to try to help my bladder push it, which I'm like, I don't know if that's going to help it because my uterus is facing back, not forward. So I don't know. But anyway, we did that. And then they had the ultrasound on my stomach to see where the catheter was. So I actually got to see the semen being released inside of my uterus. Like, I was just looking at it like, oh my gosh, is that what I'm looking at? And then he was like, well, you actually get to see it. I'm like, that is what I'm looking at. Like, I really wish that I would have been recording that, because like that was so awesome. And he was like, yeah, I don't ever think I've seen that. Like, I've never had the ultrasound on when inseminating, and like it was just the coolest thing. So I did have 2 follicles on my right ovary, which is where I kept feeling the discomfort and like the pain, the sharpness was on the right side. So he said that's where the follicles were on Friday, even though he had also mentioned Friday that it was supposed to be my left ovary this time. So I'm like super duper confused, because I'm like, okay, so is it the right or the left? Like, is it gonna be the right again? But we know that there was 2 healthy follicles. I looked at the ultrasound images of them on Friday. They were both pretty big in size. But I thought at that point we were looking at the left uterus, because he said that you should be ovulating from the left uterus. Left uterus. Look at me. The left ovary. Definitely not the left uterus. I only got one uterus. He said that I should be ovulating from the left ovary. So I'm a little bit confused on this, but right now it is definitely in God's hands, and hoping and praying that we have a positive outcome this time. Good thing is it's a Sunday, so at least I will not be at work when the 2 weeks come. I'll be at home, and again, a good thing I don't have to work the next 2 days. I took off so I can relax and get my mind and my body where it needs to be for implantation. But I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so cool that I got to see the sperm being released and watch it as it started to go towards the fallopian tube. Like, how freaking cool is that? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call my mom and tell her how everything went, and that I got to see my baby daddy swimming up inside of me.